like this for a tough decision early on. Which direction they go here, and there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around. Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft. Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Oh, did they get themselves a player here or what? And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way.
Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let.
It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense?
I ain't trying to sing. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in.
Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. And I think you had to figure they lean that way if a player from that team became available.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess
you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you...
And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because... This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Bortles on the move to his left. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On second down, here's Newton. This one complete, right side to McDonald. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Newton on third down. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you? Oh, man, 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield? That takes a little bit of courage to pull off, but they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Here's Newton now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
From the red zone now, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shot.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dante Moncrief, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Julio Jones. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They come out here in the eye. Here's Bortles to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent put down. He goes.
Now Bortles. Caught. Kelsey, left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Bortles. Flushed out right. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last time when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Deshaun Jackson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Kelsey out in the slot right. Bortles now on first down. Rolling to his left. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. On first down, Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Flush to his right. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. Needed 13. They got 14 on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Second down now after the incompletion.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, but now it's first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Emmitt Smith taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Emmitt. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Emmitt Smith, the ageless wonder, showing that he still has the strength, the body to fight those tacklers off.
Hard to get down. I liken him off into a crafty pitcher who has a lot of stuff, right? Throw the curveball, off speed, there comes the fastball, slider, changeup, always changing speeds, changing locations. He was that way when you tried to tackle him. One time you get the shoulder pads, the next time you miss entirely. You never knew what he was going to do. Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Seahawks with great field position here. Chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
So the long field goal attempt winds up awry, and we have reached the intermission. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tahir Whitehead coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Bortles to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And right side caught. Hogan. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Hogan, 69 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On first down, Newton. They'll roll him out right. It fights him off. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Off play action. Newton rolling to his right. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They will go for it. Now Newton. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Victor Cruz, 68 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of...
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. To return it, here's Tavon Young. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. Third down here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Caught. Kelsey, left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They do go for it. It's Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a first down throw for Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone. And sometimes if...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And that was a little tough to watch. You kept thinking he might be able to get away, then you watched him just keep going further and further backward.
Just fall down. Just fall down at some point. Instead of getting driven back into your own end zone, that play's definitely not salvageable. You end up costing you out
on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now it's Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Suggs able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. They'll start out on the ground with Emmett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Deshaun Jackson, 97 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll start the drive with a carry by Emmett. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now, he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Damon Harrison in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Bortles got to have this one. And it is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Quan Alexander in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guy, he's got a man, complete. Des Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. A big play there on the catch and run. 91 yards. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On the ground, this is Smith. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's caught at the 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Here we go now with Smith. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here.
Well, we all know that the instinct is to fight for every possible yard and try and pick something up. But every now and then, you've got to know when to turn off your instinct. Okay, in this situation, find a way to go down and save some yardage. I mean, quarterbacks do it all the time, right? Play up, we don't have it, just take the sack, fight for another down. In this case, though, he kept trying to make something happen, and that loss of yardage, it changes field position, changes everything you're trying to do on offense, really puts him in a bad spot.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes.